What's up, guys?
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Someone
Welcome
needs
to
to
the
turn on his
stream.
lights.
Happy Friday evening.
Kev. Hey, Kev,
All right,
mana?
welcome.
So how do we
welcome
know?
to
What the
the
fuck
Mazda Drive
is
Group
Kev?
live show.
It's not on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
lagging.
Yes.
Lagging, bro.
I'm not.
All right, so it's been a while since we have done this. Yeah, we welcome back Noah, Greg. Greg for the first time. Yeah, the previous time he didn't join us. He was busy watching F1. F1 more
this year.
important.
Max Verstappen's year. The
Yeah,
Dutchman will
and
win.
this is Johan.
What's up?
All right, then there's KS at the background.
Can I smoke here?
All right, I think Noah is stuck.
Yeah, he's
Stone.
he's
Look at that
frozen.
face.
Stone face.
Butterfingers.
Yeah.
Hammered from Butterfingers.
So Greg, meanwhile waiting for Noah, you can update us on your big break kit that you just did.
All right.
We posted the video.
Okay, so right now it's still a long way to go to properly bed in the big brake kit, but the feel and bite is way better than the single pot piston of the stock MPS brakes. So I think this is something every MPS owner should change when they get the car if they're going to remap and make a bit more power. Stock power, fine. The single piston caliper works fine, but after like 420 Nm, 440 Nm, it's like not enough. You need the 4-pot bite.
What's up?
Look at this. Hey, what's up? Butterfingers.
Yeah, welcome back. So Greg is updating about his car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like whenever I drive now, I just try to lenjan. I think the fastest I brought was 116 in my taman here, just to get the bang in faster. But can't do it any higher speeds. There's no roads until the highways open. Then I can probably lenjan a bit more. Now just grocery run tekan, tapau food tekan. Any excuse to drive the car, I'll just go and tekan just to get the
Yeah,
bang in
man.
done.
We need all the enjoyment we need to get grocery
Who
run.
has
Also grocery
nightmares?
run.
And my car also I think it's due for service soon, but it's taking such a long time. Last service was February. Now it's July. Still not up yet. Another 1,000 km to go.
Oh, mine since December only like 3,000 km only until now.
Shit.
Since December.
But I think 6 months you have to change. I think 6 or 7 months should be the time to change. I think.
Yeah,
Cars
usually
too long.
usually 6 months but can't get. So today our topic is about motorsports, right? The Mazda motorsports arm.
A lot of people asking about drives.
Yeah. And also should Mazda make another sports car? Do they need another sports car?
Yeah, definitely. Yes. They do
Which I
need.
think they should. Yeah.
Yeah, because now I mean like the new 3 is out, then the 3 turbo, right? But it's not in Malaysia. So that's
BRZ.
that part.
Yeah.
The
left
new
and right.
GR86.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Yeah.
Mazda wants to be upmarket, but all the upmarket brands have a sports car. Mercedes, BMW, what else? Audi. So if they're trying to be like the aspirational premium brands, they need to have a sports car or at least a tuning arm. AMG, RS, M division, Even Kia has a sporty division, GT line. Hyundai has an N. So where's Mazda? Where?
Mazda Speed, yeah.
Mazda Speed gone, bro.
I mean,
They-
the most probably the demand is not here because they are pushing more sales on the SUV market lah.
Yeah, but see the Mazda 3 turbo all-wheel drive, the 2.5 turbo one, is selling quite okay. I mean, based on what I see from the reviews and the owners
Western countries.
Western in the US and whatnot. So there is a market for performance hatch or other performance, maybe sedan, saloons. But they
They
need to
did
have
the
a revival of that.
TCR, right?
Can we
The TCR Racing did on the Mazda 3, right?
Yeah, then they bailed because of
Yeah.
COVID. Then they just said, well, screw it.
It's a nice build that one. Really nice.
Yeah, proper kit. But like I said,
Last time they started this Mazda Speed and the Rotary with the racing, right? The GT racings and
Yeah, IMSA Racing in US.
Yeah.
So IMSA Racing, even Super GT, they're not even involved in that in their own home country. The only
Le Mans is the pinnacle point. Le Mans is the pinnacle point, 91. Nobody can forget that.
So once
The
they had
Le
that
Mans,
rotary win, right, then they banned it the next year, FIA. Then there's no more race cars by Mazda. So it's like a
But
one
the
hit wonder.
question is why? But the question is why? Besides
Well, some
SUV
says
and things like that.
some say it's a conspiracy, like, oh, we can't have a rotary beating all piston engines, so they banned it. That's what I read, lah. The conspiracy about the Le Mans.
But Mazda still hold the key for rotary engines, so they are still hoping that they will probably have the funds to actually pursue on with a next generation sports car, which is a rotary.
I
Well,
think
the
they do have the
RX-89
funds, but it's not what the people want. I mean, like the people
It's a
who
niche
wants to
market,
buy
yes.
it, right? Most
What
probably
is
people
no
like
look?
me and you, we would buy like recon or used cars. We don't buy new. That's the problem.
But the thing is, let's just say RX-8 S1. When Grey Import brought it in, then only Mazda Malaysia Burmas only brought it in later because they realized, oh right, it sells. So they just want to test the water because our market is very volatile. So I think it's Malaysia, they're very cautious in everything they do. Like for instance, when I was in UK in 2013, 14, I already saw an A class, and then 2015 baru, oh you guys, I saw an A class, but then Malaysia tak ada lagi. So
2013,
our
the
market
A
very
class
slow.
in launch in Malaysia. 2013.
No, but Malaysia's
2015.
market is very slow because of one, taxation, and then the national automotive policy. So it makes it very hard for the car makers here to justify CBU imports for certain small scale volume models.
Yeah.
CKD
I mean,
not an
like
issue.
even the
But
Mazda
CBU
2 took a
imports.
year later.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, in the Tokyo Auto Show was 2013 end year.
Yeah.
2014
so it came
throughout,
really,
they were selling, but it came to Malaysia only like end of 2014.
It's the same thing like the Supra. Everybody's waiting for the Supra. Then 2 years later, it came.
Yeah. So it's the case. Yeah. But GI Yaris is quite quick.
Quite
The
fast.
GI
Quite
Yaris
fast.
is like less than a year. Then they announced that they're gonna bring it here. I think because worldwide allocation is like 25,000 limited units, so they needed to act fast. So that sort of push from Toyota Japan had to make BMW Toyota pick the orders fast for the GI Yaris for this market. So they were pretty quick for that particular model.
Because
So
we as a country, we are a country that imports things, right? So therefore, we have to put a quota for most people who has a Queso who is actually bringing in cars per se, right? So that means they're just afraid they cannot finish quota. Like some companies, they just want to finish tapi tak sempat, and then some companies are asking whether we want to list our AP because we have a surplus. So they just don't want to go through that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like looking at the trend nowadays, right? I would see that there's a lot of people willing to pay big bucks, for buying cars.
I guess
Especially like it's
There's still rich Malaysians buying
high
sports cars.
sentimental value, right?
Hey,
Especially
what's
if
up?
it's a how to say
HKS
it's a remake. It's a remake of a legend previously.
Yeah.
They would pay
But
big bucks.
come back to the question of whether Mazda needs a sports car. I think we compare all the competitors now, even Toyota, that segment, to like the BMW premium segment, all of them have a sports car. I think Mazda needs to have one, at least a halo car to show that
a flagship sports car.
I mean, come on, even Proton
Yeah.
have R3, man.
Yeah,
Which is
why.
died. To me, died.
Yeah, I mean, but people are still
But
talking about it.
didn't Mazda patent an inline six engine? I'm not sure whether they're going to put it for coupe or for Mazda 6. It's an inline six turbo, I think. They patented engine last year.
96. Ooh.
Last year, 2019, yeah.
I think it's for the Mazda 6, the new Mazda 6. Can they say
No,
they
but
have Mazda
it's
6?
I think it might be for coupe as well. So I don't know whether it's going to be a sporty coupe, another segment, or just for the Mazda 6.
Maybe they want to fight the new Fair Lady, the 400Z.
I don't think so. Mazda is like very okay. Now they're like a company which is in between either premium and mass market. So they're stuck in that middle between the premium and the mass market, and they don't have a racing arm or tuning arm. So they're kind of like, okay, if we can't offer them like a separate aftermarket parts division under Mazda, maybe we incorporate it into our sporty model, so-called.
Like
So that's what
AMG,
happened
right?
to the Mazda 3 Turbo.
Right. AMG was a separate entity altogether.
Yeah, AMG was a
previously,
company
then-
on its own. Yeah, then they got absorbed by Mercedes.
AMG was those two partners who stole the engine from Mercedes and bumped it up, and we have the first AMG that ran a race.
Yeah. No, it was the two mechanics, I think, who just took
Yeah,
the
they
engine and
one foreman or something like that. They stole the engine, they brought it back, brought it
They
to their
did-
garage, and then they did it up.
Yeah, they did a skunk work style, quietly do the racing engine. Then the boss saw it. Wow, you guys can race. Like, yeah, we did this during our night shift.
Only in the 90s, Mercedes bought over AMG. Can you imagine
Yeah,
that?
much later. Yeah, much later.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe Mazda could do something like this. There's a story to tell, you know. Besides the one hit wonder at Le Mans there, right?
Yeah.
Glory days are
But
over. Yes, you're right. Must do a new one.
that's why they
Yeah,
shouldn't
you
have
should do a
killed
new
off the Mazda Speed arm. They should have renamed it as last time it was Mazda Sports. They became Mazda Speed. Then they could have kept the division and turned it into another name, Mazda Performance or something like that. Lah. Then you have an arm where you can do sporty models of your current models. Imagine you have Mazda 6 GT under Mazda, not Mazda Speed. Let's say Mazda Performance. That work well. People will still buy. Look at the Mazda 3
Yeah.
Turbo now, selling like hotcakes in Canada and US, man.
Yeah,
Left hand
But
drive,
there's
fully
like
digital.
Australia as well.
we don't have the our oil requirement, engine oil fuel requirement doesn't meet, so they can't bring it in. Sad.
Which one for the
I mean,
Sky?
I mean,
X
technically-
Skyactiv X.
Yeah.
You can't
No,
even bring
Skyactiv
X. You
X
can't
is
bring the
different.
2.5 turbo.
Yeah.
Skyactiv X is different than 2.5 turbo.
Yeah, different.
Yeah, it's totally different. Skyactiv X, the engine is
So should it
HCCI.
be better?
It's
It's supposed to be like,
homogeneous combustion, right?
It's like a combined petrol and diesel sort of performance. You get
Yeah.
the low end torque, but you get the petrol.
You
sort of
have
like
the
a
spark plugs as
power.
well, but the spark plugs
Yeah.
is controlled by a valve lah.
Yeah, so it needs a
Yeah.
very high compression. Like the circle Skyactiv X, but your fuel needs to be around 100 minimum, I think, and Euro 5
Euro
standard.
6, Euro 6.
Euro 6, I think Euro 6.
In Malaysia,
We're
don't
only
have.
Euro 4M here, no? We're
Yeah.
not even Euro 5 here.
Yeah,
Noah's
that's why they
back.
didn't want to bring it in.
Yeah.
Don't run away.
Yeah, but you know this
My connection is bad.
the story about this HCCI engine, right? The Skyactiv X. You know who is the first one
Okay.
who did the patent for that engine
Okay.
10 years
Can
back?
you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear.
Alright.
The engine, Nissan did the patent first, then Nissan gave up on it, then Mazda took it over and made it the Skyactiv X.
I see.
You go.
Yeah, 10 years
But I
back.
thought
Where's
Nissan
the
had a small, compact, 400 horsepower, 4-cylinder, 1.5, a really toy-looking one. Weighs only like how many kilos? I remember
I'm not
Nissan.
sure, but they had this HCCI engine way before lah. Then they give it up.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's
because they
cool,
got.
man.
I mean, they don't need the money. I guess they got the GTRs and all selling hotcake, right? So
They're selling the older Nissan parts again because there's a demand, so they can rely on their heritage, motorsports,
Yeah,
Nismo, all that stuff. Yeah. So you see all these other brands, like, they have a lot more avenues to earn money from motorsports and tuning arms and all that stuff. But Mazda doesn't have. Mazda just killed off Mazda Speed, killed off the
We-
division.
but we
It's
do
just
have the fan base lah. Our fan base is
Yeah.
way better. Is huge.
Like I see
Yeah.
now in the
Worldwide.
Mazda Speed scene in US, right? The guys who are playing MPS 6 and 3, they're relying more and more on the aftermarket parts produced locally in the US instead of OEM from Japan because the support is getting less and less. Same like the GTO, they start making parts all in US from local tuning shops, companies in the US. So to me, I see that scene, they're not being supported by Mazda anymore. There's very few original Mazda Speed parts or even OEM Mazda parts for the MPS Gen 1, Gen 2, and the Mazda Speed 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be like
most
a
probably
parts
they
dealer.
won't revive it lah, unless like we gather enough people to ask them to revive it like a petition kind of thing.
Yeah.
That US ada Cox Sport. So tak hal man.
Yeah, so those companies are taking over the responsibility to support that platform, that generation of users. Yeah. But I still believe that Mazda needs a sports car and then that tuning arm, motorsports arm. Then at least,
Oh, definitely.
They
yeah,
are doing RX9 kan? RX9.
On
Oh,
pause.
the RX Vision, is it?
RX Vision,
Yeah, RX9, RX Vision.
vision. The Furai, what happened to that? All the
Furai,
the crash,
actually the Furai is the concept of the of the RX Fusion. I think Vision,
Yeah.
is the
but
concept.
it's always like delayed. The first showcase, then a few years later, the hype died down, then just disappeared. Then it'll come back again. Then the story
No,
of RX.
the Furai dah accident. They crash it on the track.
The Furai, yeah, I saw that one.
Ah.
Pictures.
Dah the only one. Mana ada lagi?
But I always believe like all these principles, when they have a change of CEO, the direction will change again. So right now, this current batch of top management CEO, right,
Any
they're having
government.
this of like being premium brand, going up the level. But once he moves, steps down,
Take down
you
the
get this
government.
different direction.
Fight the power.
Sounds very familiar.
We'll watch
Yeah.
Noah as he indulges on his Snickers.
Yeah, this episode is brought to you by Sneakers.
Not copyrighted, man.
We are not sponsored.
Oh
by the way.
shit. Oh
We
shit.
are not sponsored.
Okay, some people who are watching
drop the
this
top
also want
sponsor ku. Drop the top sponsor.
Sponsor
to.
you. They won't sponsor the rest.
Okay, so let's just
Still
come
bang.
to this point. Let's come to this point about okay, we've understood why Mazda is not producing anymore. You know, on a brief scale. But thing is, people would like to know about the current existing one. What is there right now, and how? Some of them are asking me whether they can actually buy a rotary car, especially an RX-8, because I guess it's among affordable cars. Maybe an MPS. You know, people want to know what is now that they can actually have fun with, and then wait for the next best thing.
Yep.
That'll be a long time to come, man.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
if
so
we
you
try
must really remind the
2.5,
rotary, right?
Dude, we need you to drive the
You need to,
motion, man.
Really up the power, I think.
no, I'm just saying that well, the Mazda 3 new one with the turbo is already, you know, in the world, but it's not here. So technically, you can say somewhat it's not an MPS, but it's a bit better because of in terms of technology per se. What you know, everything that comes out should be better.
It's a more mature hot hatch for the segment that Mazda's targeting. That means the older, more mature segment, buying the cars at a high price. So they're giving them automatic, all-wheel drive, turbo, not really
All-wheel
high
drive,
RPM,
come on.
but yeah, it's
Yeah,
all-wheel
it's
drive.
all-wheel drive. But it's front bias lah, 80-20 I think.
Yeah.
About there.
Okay, mine also
So
front bias.
18,
it's no longer
18-20.
manual, so it's
80% power to the front, 20 to the back. And most of the time it'll be front wheel drive, unless like when the EBD and all kick in, the ABS, the
Oh,
safety
so
system.
it's not full time all-wheel drive, but
You cannot override it to make it rear bias or 50-50.
Diff lock.
It's
Well,
electronic lah. It's electronic. It's something like the Formatic AMG,
But I
but
think you can tune
AMG
it,
at least
you
is
can
much
tune
more
the
responsive.
you can tune it to make it a bit more rear bias. I think there's always ways people can
eventually there's always ways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's always
definitely.
Car
Duit money
junkies
lah.
will always find a way.
Ada duit boleh lah.
Dollar,
You got
dollar,
a rear
dollar,
differential,
dollar.
you got a rear diff. That's it. You can set the I don't know. The
Yeah, in
tuning.
Malaysia ke in US?
Anywhere around the world, but US is always a
bench.
benchmark for people tuning cars, and we look at them as a precedent. How they do rotaries, how they do up the MPS is sick. Correct or not? Right.
Yep. But the US is like the favorite market of every Japanese brand. Man. Honda, Nissan, Toyota, Mazda, they all have HQs there. They all have design studios there. And most of the cars are starting to be made there now.
Sounds like
So,
an
like,
embargo.
It's weird because, like, for example, like the FK8 Type R Honda used to be made in Swindon, engines from Ohio, US. Now it's fully made in Ohio, that plant in US. So both chassis and engine are from the USA for NSX and the FK8. So to me, that product looks more like an American product than a Japanese product. It's not really JDM anymore. Nice.
The Acura NSX. You're talking about the Acura NSX.
Yeah. No, even
Acura
the normal
is,
NSX is made in Ohio. So the Japanese have the HQ, the Honda have the HQ in Japan, but they're getting the car from the US. It's assembled in Ohio. The plant in Japan is only making like EV cars or some of the JDM market Hondas, but none of the sports cars. It's very weird. Very unique for Honda. So Mazda is heading to that direction. More and more US made stuff.
To me, they don't want to use the word Mazda speed sebab dah tak ada. They want to
The sports performance
something
is
else.
not there.
Jinbai, Itai.
That's what I'm saying. They can use
They talk
differently.
about more
They
their
should have
language
kept the division. Just change the name a bit. Mazda Performance. I don't know. Take away the speed.
I mean, they used to have the MPS, right? So MPS is like Mazda Performance Sport or something like that, right?
Mazda Performance Series.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's nice. Like, literally, it's nice.
That's right. But like I said, this current batch of CEO and the top management, they want to go into that direction. Once these guys change, then suddenly see Mazda have a different strategy, different path, you know. It might. So just wait lah, see whether the current CEO is going to resign anytime soon.
Aku rasa sebab financially tak kuat ke. Sebab dia wasting their money for Skytail X.
Yeah, they pump up that lah. That's right.
Sampai sekarang tak launch. Only US.
Skytail,
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
like it's only a few. I think
Because
one or two
different
models.
countries, right, they need to see whether they can support the after sales as well, like the warranty and all, right. If the fuel cannot support the car, right, then no point they bring in because confirm bound to have issues on later on.
Kalau lagging ni.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay,
wind is
so next rotary lah, reviving the rotary. So kita rotary.
Oh, this is the one we did last year, 100 years last year.
January, right?
Yeah, last year January. It's
Nice,
nice.
Mamat
It's a
drone
nice one.
ni yang mati kan,
Huh?
pass away. Mamat drone ni pass away kan.
yeah, he
What's
passed
his
Mazda
away.
6, Mazda 6 guy.
Okay. I remember somebody mentioning about him.
Cancer, ada cancer kan.
Malay guy, is it?
Malay guy wearing glasses.
Okay. Yeah. It's the RX3, right? It's not the last one.
So apa cerita rotary? Any news?
Well, on my side, people, okay, to be frankly honest, there's a lot of people from different parts of the state, even Sabah, have asked me like about buying a rotary car, and then Semenanjung there's a lot. Since with Naz Abdullah behind the wheel of another RX-8, he diverted all these queries to me, and now if you open back any Muda RX-8 pun, we naik harga.
I got
So,
one piece left.
How much is the price now for RX-8? I mean,
Okay,
standard.
so I would like to say this lah. If you guys viewers who are viewing us, I can't see who are viewing us also. If you are buying a car that is 30,000, let's say tip top or whatever, not necessarily the case, because usually people, we know lah, market bracket is like 30K, there must be a problem with the engine, especially the engine, and then we have electronic issues. If you want to buy a good RX-8, it's about the cheapest lah to me should be 45. I'm not considering the ones yang rosak. Rosak you can sell at any barai price you want. But an average price now, people are pushing up to more than 50, and I even saw up to 88. My generation as well, Type S, 88K. He no turbo, NA, just suited up, nicely done, all well maintained, good compression.
S1 ke
Yeah,
S2?
nowadays S2
S1, like mine.
or S1.
S1 can get more than 50K.
Can, no problem. If your compression is above 7 plus, right, 7 near 8, guarantee 50 plus. Because by the end of the day, sorry.
Kalau S1 can fetch up to 50K and above, S2 boleh dapat berapa lagi? Sure lagi
80 plus, 90 plus. Even the
Wait,
R3 phone, there are
let me
some
go
guys
to
are crazy enough to sell
Muda.
at 110 or more. Because the
Going
S2
to-
engine is designed to last, but there are some flaws like electronic issues, they don't have much of a problem, but people prefer S1 is because there are more aftermarket parts, in terms of body kit, things like that, and then due to the engine wear, they have more aftermarket parts to replace that. So when a market demands an alternative material, they will this company XYZ will actually make more parts. So hence S2 didn't give much problem, so they made it for the S1. But there are some parts there's still a wide variety for S2 to be tuned up. In Australia, there is this company called Billet Incorporated where they actually do billet engines, right? And then you withstand turbo, better apex seals, better rotor housing, better eccentric shaft. All these compensate to all the performance.
That's what also plays a part in the pricing for RX-8 here, because I think rotary maintenance is still something very foreign to a lot of the car guys.
Correct.
Even those
Very
who know
niche.
rotary, right, they feel like it takes a special sort of like a maintenance SOP or habit to make sure that a rotary car runs well compared to piston engine, where a lot of people can just plug and play and just like pakai and forget and all that stuff. So yeah, you can't do that with rotary.
That's how the British treat the
on
cars.
point.
The British owners, the first owners, they'll start the car and go during winter time. Well, I wait for 15 minutes inside my house while the car is being warm in my garage. So I'm like, all right, cool. Huh?
I thought it was some more DIY hands-on with the car maintenance. I mean, the Brits,
Correct, but
I see that a lot of them are more meticulous in the maintenance.
They are really good at maintaining, but I'm just saying the end users are usually the people who think they can buy a car and then they buy it off, and then once it's dead, they just sell it for scrap. Because to service rebuild an engine in UK is way cheaper than here. I have the bill. So here minimum pun there are some at 6,000 all the way to 19,000 up to the point of replacing an engine, which some of them goes up to S2 engine, which is not bad. It's okay. I mean, in this country they will say lah, stop itu indah, right? But because our problem with rotary in this weather is the temperature. Because rotary, the heat capacity for the engine is small for a 65 kilogram block, right? So the heat dispersion is less. If you have a 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder, the heat dispersion is more. Hence why we have oil coolers to compensate for the heat. So that's why everybody modifies their bumpers here, because to get more air, it's moving in, and most people install fan controllers. So the heat is one big factor to why a lot of people don't want to maintain cars, because it heats really quick.
Yeah,
Don't be in jams.
But would you say like the maintenance support over there is better than in Malaysia or
Anytime. Malaysia, we are people who put things together. All right, we do not tinker with it. Imagine, I don't see a lot of people changing alternators, like refabricating alternators. I've never heard of it. Yeah. So
Kelvin,
yeah.
which Kelvin ni?
Hi, Kelvin.
Ni Ali ke apa? Ali ke?
Sounds like Lee.
Yeah,
Is it Lee?
Lee. So in UK, I put an RB25 in RX8 because RBs are generally, honestly, very easy to work with, and besides, it takes time, but no pressure. Put it, slap in there, and then you
Wait.
just.
You are comparing the RB with which engine?
When I was in the UK, I worked in a garage. Okay. So there was a customer who bought a 500-pound RX8 just like mine, and he slapped on an RB25 engine because he said I rebuilt this car 3 times. But purists would not like that, of course. But it's your own car.
And then the weight will be off, man. The engine is heavier in
Hi,
front,
Glenn.
light like the rotary.
I'll get back to you, Glenn.
Grab it or slap it.
With all the 2JZ conversions in Miri, all the RX8s with 2JZ, 1JZ. It looks cool though, but then I don't think the balance will be there.
Yes.
It will be 70 front, 30 back.
Yeah, nose heavy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, nose heavy.
Okay,
You will nose dive.
Kalau
There are
autism dia langsung
converted already.
No,
There are
50.
people converted.
even that will be front heavier than the rear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Unless
I'm just
you
going to
cut
say
the
that
firewall in, then it will be okay lah.
not exactly. Okay, so this is how it's done for a build. If you put an RB engine or RB26 engine inside, or even a 2JZ. So what happened is the gearbox is shaped about 4 mm, and then the engine mounting, right, the frame, they literally rip out from a half-cut RX-7 or fabricate their own to actually weld it onto the engine to mount the RX-8. So typically people use RX-7 punya engine mount, So it's quite a hefty time to do it, near 1.5 months, because a lot of welding, rewiring, harness. And then there's a friend here. It's okay lah, because if you work thoroughly on the car. Because we have to do a lot of mounting issues where the wiring is arrangement of all the components of the engine, where it is battery relocation kit. And to answer Glenn's question before we proceed, preferably something light. Is F50 is fine. Like me and Greg, I put F50. If you look into my go to RX8 Club division, there is my car which I've slapped on F50, and I even showed
check out the video. Check out my video
Yeah.
on my MPS with the F50 install.
But if you want to see how, Greg's video, and then I have a video that time we doing Euro GDM, we installed the F50 as well, so you can see how we installed it there. So it will fit, but you have to cut the back plate of the disc, the old disc. You literally cut the plate. Yeah, so back to the rotary. A lot of people are considering conversions. There are a few people who slapped on 2JZs a lot, especially in Miri and Sarawak. There has a lot of scene of people actually reaching this box, right? So there was one guy here with a 2JZ automatic engine on an S1, and it felt great, but it's only good for straight because you don't have the corner. You probably have more understeer than an oversteer, because like Patrick said, it's 70-30, so it's quite heavy. RB25 block is near about 100 100 plus kilo to near 200 kilos. So
More
whereas
than
the
that, more than.
13B is about 65 kilos alone on block.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The
and it's
rotary is
behind the wheel.
definitely lighter.
So I've
that's
thought
a
about
good
that.
deal.
Remember, Greg? I thought about changing the thing. Then I told myself, never mind. I'm just going to keep it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're
That
gonna
was
enjoy the
years
handling
back.
of an RX-8, keep it stock, use a rotary. But if you wanna go piston, maybe a 4-cylinder SR20 maybe, or even a
Yes,
4G.
that's a good choice. SR20 is a good choice. It's light. It's about 90 plus kilos. It's not bad. It's okay lah. That means your spring rate must be a bit more, maybe
Yeah.
10 and 8. You know,
So
like mine now.
hi
Is
Daniel.
about 8 and
Hi
6.
Daniel.
Where to get exhaust was. Yeah, Noah, maybe you can answer this from Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi Daniel. So where to get MX5 and exhaust mods for the kids in Malaysia? Well, you can get anything in Malaysia. You have to get it online. You can go to Rev9 Auto Sport, Carbon Miata, Gravel Speed, HKS Japan. There's a lot of mods over there. You can get it online. You can go to eBay pun boleh.
Yeah,
pun
eBay
banyak.
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Or you
Yeah,
can go to
maybe
gumtree.co.uk.
Daniel, if you
You can go to Goodwin Racing website. You can check it out. Their website.
Maybe if you
Yeah.
tell Noah, or you want to DM him like specific types of part, maybe he can recommend you better, direct to the source itself maybe.
Yeah, you guys can DM me or DM me on Facebook or Instagram, MDG Instagram or Miata Movement Instagram.
Yeah, because now, I mean, in general, the question that you're asking, right? There's a lot of places that you can go, but if you want like specific parts, yeah, he can recommend you also specific parts where to get them from.
HKS. That would be
Yeah.
nice.
You can ask
And
them to
also like according to
order
your
for
budget as
you.
well, yeah.
Yeah, you can ask them to order for you, but it will be from US or from Japan or from UK. That's the
I
only
think there's Thailand
place
ones
that
as
you can
well.
order.
But
Thailand
Thailand
tak
very
ada.
less usually for ND.
Thailand, most of it for Mazda 3. Ulama.
Yeah.
So this
That's
is
my
the
stock
Greg's
break.
video.
These are my stock
Yeah.
breaks. Where's the
Before. This one before.
before? Yeah.
This
So they
the
have
old
two
small Abalone.
small one. Yeah. Same
later
as the
the
Volvo
big
V50. This is from the Volvo V50 shared. When Ford owned Mazda and Volvo, they shared parts. So this is exactly from the V50.
Before Volvo turned to Geely.
Yep.
Yeah, before Gili.
When Ford
got
owned
over,
both
right?
them.
Where's the after video?
Yeah. Where's the after
Yeah,
one?
I
show,
think he's
show everybody how does
fast-forwarding.
the F50 look like.
Yeah. For a bit, show that who was I think Glenn Ong.
Glenn Ong.
Yeah, that's it. The F50.
But I think maybe after this we can show Glenn. Oh wait, Glenn is Andy, right? Sorry, he's asking BBK
Nyata
for
Andy.
RX8, right?
RX-8.
Yeah, Nyata.
Glenn, Daniel is asking for.
Glenn is
Andy
RX8
also.
brake kit.
Yeah.
Then
Daniel.
We can also show him. Remember the time when me and Greg putting my tires and rims? Greg was talking about the F50 and the RX8. Maybe you can show that one.
Yeah.
somebody
The one
want to
that you
show off
changed
his car.
your wheels and tires, right? The JS
The wheels and
Auto, right?
tires. The time Greg at least stopped, so he wants to see the fitment. So what I'm using, Glenn, is the 355mm cross drill floating disc.
Yours is 18, right? What's your
My
wheels?
rims are 18, yeah.
18 by?
89, 8.5 and 9.5.
Oh, staggered. Okay.
Like,
Mine is
right.
7.5. But I have to use 5mm spacers for my kit to clear the caliper and the piston.
Wheels and tires sponsored.
Lucky guy.
Yeah, man. That's why. Discount. COVID discount.
Yeah.
All right.
Kena cakap sponsor
must find more sponsors. So yeah, back to our topic. Yeah, I think there's still hope for RX8 enthusiasts here because I have so many requests. If you guys check out Mudah now, don't buy the one from 30 to 42,000, 40. Anything safe above 45.
I just checked Mudah earlier. The highest was 50.
No, I just checked Mudah yesterday with my history right now. There is an 88 one.
88? I'm like
88
literally looking at
1.3 manual type S, which is if it's a type S means to say it's a 231 HP
68.
88.
88. Let me see.
Type X is
easy lah. I just put
S1.
the price highest to lowest lah.
There you go.
High to low.
Okay, so
Oh yeah,
you
88,
guys
88.
check
You
out the
see,
video.
your wheel design is so nice because you have a lot of space between the caliper and the diameter of the rim, man. Mine is very
Yeah,
compact.
because they threw
What
in
wheels
rims, I couldn't resist.
What wheels is this?
This is Varo.
Oh, Varo.
Before he changed to the new
Oh.
wheels.
These rims
Show
are
the
nice.
new,
Yeah.
show the new wheels. I haven't checked it out yet.
So who's sharing it actually?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
controlling the main thing here. We're just the guys talking on screen at the moment.
How many
in
viewers so
Instagram,
far?
ada orang tanya benda lain tak?
I don't think so. I checked on the live chat. I think so.
BBS. It's from where these wheels?
This is just Taiwan rims.
Taiwan lah.
But you know what? For Taiwan Pro Form, 8.2 kilos in the front, 8.35 in the back, I think it's not bad. Look at that. So nice. Look at that. So nice.
Oh, flexing.
Nice.
The thing.
Yeah.
It's near same like Naz Abdullah, but Naz is using 8 and 9. This is 8.5
Yeah.
and 9.5.
Yeah, you want to
Same wheels.
find who is wider.
Same, but this one's wider.
He just wants to say it's wider.
Yeah, man. That's what she
No, he just wants to say, oh, I'm rich. I can have wider
Rich,
wheels.
bro.
Shorter and wider.
Yeah, shorter and wider, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I shared with KS the link. So this is after this is the what's this? The Muda link lah. The 88.
Honestly, I love the RE71R, but it's so pricey.
Of course,
Which
man.
one? The RSR?
Good shit never comes cheap, bro.
RSRR is the one on the right.
Yeah, RS lah that one.
Mine is
Oh,
RR.
RR. Yeah, the same one I used last time.
Just noisy, but I can live with it. I know at least my wheels are on the ground.
It's damn sticky, damn nice.
Yeah, it's sticky, man.
Yeah, but
Don't
wet
get
to
it,
cry lah.
I cut the 90 degrees at Empire at with a Mercedes AMC 43. I'm not joking, right? I have this one video I'm doing, and then dia tak puas hati, he chased me all the way back home because I took the corner better than he did.
Oh yeah, you told me yesterday.
I was first scared lah, macam what the hell, this guy chasing after me, right? But there's one part of the video where Greg is the rims are open, and then we can actually see the BBK for Glenn.
This place
You'll
is
be
in
going back.
Planet Jaya, is it?
No lah,
This is
Sunway lah, JS Auto.
Runway
Runway.
behind Everco.
Oh. Okay.
Grippy tire, really good.
Check out the videography.
Yeah. Sponsor boleh lah.
Camera tak sponsor bro.
Self-sponsor that one.
So yeah, that's the Miata ND.
Yeah.
So any other questions tak? Or the topics? Dah habis ke?
I think KS going to share the Muda post shortly.
Yes, there is Glenn.
Any workshop.
Oh, big brake kit installation, is it?
There's a
you
lot
got
of
the
options in Sunway.
You can go
RS
to like
garage?
I ship them if you want. You know, you can if you have it. I usually pre-order, so if for my previous workshop, so I can just give you the part just like that. You can go find someone to install. It's fine.
You can drop a DM to let's say Club Division or MDG lah. MDG Instagram
Yeah.
DM.
Yeah, there's a lot actually. There's so many.
There's a few. There's Powerworks, RS
But I would like to explain to Glenn that when you install the BBK, you have to calculate now the clearance from the depth disc onto the closer part of the rim, and then the rim inside, right? You have to see whether you have clearance. You see, because the size of the disc itself is 355, so it's additional from a generic RX-8 Type S is a 323 mm. So that means you probably go for 355, you have another 32, so that means 16 centimeters. Now that is the 188K. So now this is the price of
That's a
RX-8.
nice color. That's a nice
Yeah,
color.
man. One of
think it's
someone in a group selling.
Like a ceramic gray, ceramic white. And
What year?
Ceramic gray.
What year?
03.
Mine's 04.
Manual lah.
Manual is manual.
Look at the bumper. I like the ink bumper.
Things.
Ink bumper mahal.
Bro, that brand inks damn long. I never heard that brand already. It's damn
Show,
legend.
Yeah, plus
show the
ink.
front bumper. Oh, okay, okay.
Ink.
It's nice. Really.
Cantik. That goes about 2 plus, man.
Oh, Johor.
Johor all expensive. This is probably for friends in Johor here. We have a foreman there that's quite good. There are 3 people who do the road trip. Now one.
Noah, Noah,
Sunroof,
can you mute your TV, Noah? Can you mute your TV? We can hear your TV, bro.
Ya ke? Jauh gila your TV.
Yeah, you have to mute it. It's loud. We can hear you. We can
But
hear
this
the
RX said, I can bet your bottom dollar that it's high compression lah. I mean the compression is good. Why would he sell so high? So if you buy an RX said, you have to send to the shop and check for full compression testing for rotor 1, rotor 2. If it's good, if he claims, if he says the car is 60 but the compression is at 6, please don't buy it. Please don't buy it. It's okay kalau nak beli RX to auto. How maintenance? I need more spare part money and maintenance compared to others. Okay, well, to be frankly honest, Danny, that auto transmission is the first to go because most of them would, if you have a 480, they will convert the engine right after the engine dah mati, so you will have to get the engine and gearbox. Tapi maintenance so far not that bad lah, but try not to play with the pedal shift because Mazda first introduced pedal shift in the RX-8, so the Type E and then the Type S. So usually, over time you might have some issues, and I have a lot of friends yang dah tukar to manual. So if you follow some of our friends IG like Yumi RX-8, so he tukar to 6MT. So have fun with the car while the engine is there. Take care of the engine. Minyak hitam, change straight. Like for me, I just before the MCO lockdown last week Friday, I thorough service because I know that hitam. I have 2000 km, but it doesn't mean you got 2000 km in a rotary. Tapi nampak hitam aja, please just change the engine oil. So in short, engine now will cost you about 8, and then gearbox will cost you about 2 plus, and labor plus labor, which depends on workshop. So in total kemungkinan nak half cut mesti. Why you want to sell your RX-8? So
he got a lot of upcoming project cars like that.
Yeah lah. Okay, so our friend Kelvin is selling his RX-8. So if anybody want to buy, try find.
TE's.
Oh, you're running on TE 17. So 17's TE37, you can go with AP 5200 because it's a smaller caliper. So that's fine. F50s won't fit in 17-inch RX-8s because the hub itself is really big. The rim F50 is generally for 18s and above, unless the design of the rim is different lah. But generally, 17 I've seen a lot of AP racing. Or was that stock?
Oh, nice. Nice.
What's
Jimmy,
nice?
I like your car. Your car is nice.
Where Jimmy? Show.
I'm not sure. He put his Insta ID earlier, so yeah, I'm looking at his car. It's quite nice.
So yeah, if you guys planning to convert,
Nice.
why not?
His one is the TESL 37SL.
TSL. I see.
Well, you want to be
So the
18-inch, like, you
concave.
need to have at least 18-inch for the F50.
Yeah, 18-inch. But you see, a lot of people we have a few members. They changed to 17 because they are quite common on track, right? I think everybody knows the red striped RX-8 that goes on track. So he runs on 17, and then he runs, I think, is a different type of BBK which fits the 17. So there are a lot of variations of BBKs with 4 ports at least to be placed inside the 17-inch rim.
I saw like a few of the guys in the US running a Mazda 4-port. Not sure whether it's RX-7 ones or from another model, but it looks pretty compact.
Decent.
Like 17-inch. I forgot which model, but it looks like an RX-7's one. It could fit a 17-inch diameter wheel. Must be the Mazda stamping there.
This is Jimmy.
This guy.
See, all right.
Nice.
That's 17-inch.
17.
Jimmy's car. Yeah, I seen his car on IG. Yeah. Where's Noah?
I'm not sure. This Jimmy, I noticed something interesting. My Korean friend also follow him. Quite.
Sorry guys, my Wi-Fi is
quite
slow.
famous,
So I need to use my internet. My data,
Alright,
my
you
own
pay for
data.
Oh, I see. Right.
MDG got money USD.
Get better Unify or time.
How house landed no
Yeah.
time lah.
So anyways,
Oh yeah.
is there any more queries about maintenance on RX-8? Or
So
lap of
you
paint lah?
added
Oh yeah, this
blend
is our
tak?
third topic.
Okay, so
Sir.
we end
Remember.
the questions about rotary. But if you guys have any other questions, just DM me. I'll definitely reply to you at 2 a.m. like last night. Some guy from Kelantan asked me about the maintenance and the radiator change. Anyway,
Right.
so which is
Tadi Glenn
better,
ada
wrap or
drop
paint?
his IG ID right? Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah, I have Jimmy's ID on RX8 Club Division. Yeah.
Okay. So next question, which is better, wrap or paint? It depends. Depends.
Okay,
I
let's
think
ask
we can
four of us.
ask-
All four of us.
Yeah,
Among four of us
Joe,
first.
you can start first, Joe.
Okay, so for me, I think paint because who's this? People say my RX8 fast, but I feel slow.
Ali,
Ali,
you memang
yeah.
slow, fucking slow.
No, that's a lie.
If I drive fast lah, for some reason lah.
No braking.
Noah,
is
what
not
about
slow,
you?
it's fast.
Noah, what about you? Paint or wrap?
I will paint.
Joe is paint. Paint or wrap?
Obviously paint lah. If you not striking color, I think for short term better wrap kot.
Okay.
Yes.
Kalau
If
long
you the short
term
term one.
paint.
Great.
Short term wrap, paint, long term.
I think for me, my preference is paint. I prefer paint, I guess. I'm not really a wrap
Paint lah.
sort of person. I prefer paint, yeah. Because I don't change colors often. If I stick to one, I stick long term.
Identity.
You are very loyal, Greg.
Yeah.
For me, I will
Pakai
follow
sampai
what
habis.
Noah said lah.
Pakai
So
sampai
all of us
habis.
paint. We need someone to
Yeah,
dispute
paint.
why rap. Okay. Let's just say if you did do rap, okay, like Noah, you were in between 50% rap and paint. Why would you choose rap?
Because I can take it out later if I don't like it. So
Or you went back?
Can
Sure,
cabut.
the wrap is good. If the wrap is lousy, you're gonna spoil the paint, man. The clear coat all
Right.
gone.
Yeah, actually,
So at
it
the end of
depends on the material of the wrap and the workmanship lah.
You have to
I
get
mean,
the,
if the wrap,
Oh.
the material is good, but the workmanship is shitty, they don't have much
Surprisingly,
experience, it will
surprisingly,
eat into the paint.
Syaril gave me a video yang he peel off my wrapping sticker yang rooftop tu tau, by Tomato Garage. Dia cakap the material tak peel my paint tau. Dia
Okay.
kata very good condition. Cuma dia dah colour dia dah
Faded lah.
distort, dah damage a bit lah. But the
Faded.
quality, dia punya sticker quality tak peel the paint pun.
Wait.
Maybe is it
That
tech wrap?
high quality lah.
honestly, the
Tech
color
wrap, is it?
distort or your car roof is the one distort?
My car roof.
That means the red color
My car roof.
distort
Yes.
or the black
Tak.
color.
No, the black color sticker kan. When he took
Normal lah.
out,
That
when
one any paint, you know.
Justin says rap.
Even if you paint or you wrap, right, you park because your one is partial shaded, but also outdoor, right? So the sun, when the sun
most of the
the
time,
sun
most of
kena,
I
Most of
the time
the
I will
time
park it
outdoor lah.
inside my porch lah. Kalau
Ah.
kalau park outdoor memang confirm rosak, confirm.
yeah, that's the thing lah.
Tech
But
wrap-
if
tech
you
wrap
want
is
to
okay
wrap,
lah.
kalau if you have tag wrap punya quality, if you want to do like striking design ke apa, it's no problem with wrap. Kalau paint tak boleh, right? Paint you have to paint the whole car.
Ah,
But
why
there's
not?
lots
Why
of painting as well. Just surface or the whole car inside and out.
Yeah, but for me, I like paint is because you can mix and match the color. You can custom your own color, so that no one can have it. people might think, it's the same thing as me, but when you go closer, it's not. Yeah.
Like
your
there
own
are
color code.
problem with painting as well. There are problem with painting as well. Like let's say, we all like to go chase behind other guys' bumper. You want to repaint the bumper because of stone chips, things like that. Suddenly,
You need
you
to paint the
use
whole
same
the whole
colour-
bumper.
Yeah, so it's the same color code, the color code you had before, but it will lari like my car, especially your red is very prominent. Kan? So you
No,
see the
I mean,
hood
okay.
lari, fender lari,
In that case, like previously
No,
when
you
my
can make
like this is rap.
Cars,
Bumper,
funky colors.
This
yeah.
Zaha's car.
Yeah, Zaha's
Yeah.
previously when my bumper, right, my Mazda 2 so red that time, got chipped off a bit. So when I resprayed it back, the small part, right, the workshop did a good job, like color matching, like 100% color match.
Yeah, some
also
people,
must see-
they have ability to actually find the actual color code because they have the proper machine. They take
No,
your fuel cap.
it's not the color code. Although you take the same color code, but the material is different. Like say for FRP and metal, right? The color might turn out different, but they know how to match the color. That means like,
Okay, how it
you know,
works is like
spray
this.
thicker or thinner, things
Okay.
like that.
As a paint shop owner, it's like this, you know. It's like you, if it's FRP or it's metal, we always go through the same cement. Okay, so the contact should be the same. Correct or not?
Yep.
So if you see a color difference, that means this guy or workshop did not sand the bumper properly, because you have to sand the bumper and then reapply the cement, the first layer primer properly first.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
after
I mean
that,
that is
baru betul.
the proper practice, but most
Yes.
workshops they don't do that.
They don't.
Just spray
So
over
the guy
whole
that you
paint.
sent to,
Yeah.
sent to probably he did that. He just did that. He's a very good job. That means
It
he's
is a good
top-notch.
job. It is a good job. I mean, I don't mind paying, premium for something that turns out nice.
Yeah. I so.
Yeah, I don't mind because it's satisfying. And by the way, it's not stone chip. It's like someone, you know,
Graced.
no,
Kunci.
like literally someone take the
Key.
key and just
Dengki
cemkil
lah
the
ni.
keluar. Yeah. But it's okay. I mean,
dengki.
the workmanship is good lah. Yeah, I'm my car very seldom have stone chips.
Okay, the
unlike
difference-
Mitri lah.
No lah. The difference between your car is nice, very prominent white, and we know who owned it before and juggle, and then you continue to juggle it properly, which is good. Patrick's car is very good in condition.
And you have
so when we-
car cover kan, Pat? Jadi car cover kan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat needs another
Depends on
Mazda.
how you juggle your car
Canopy.
also.
Pat needs another Mazda.
Yeah.
Condom.
Time for Mazda.
Mazda can. I mean, like, wait lah, this pandemic and stuff first. I want to
But
go
your
for my trip
identity is
first lah.
Alteza.
After.
Hi Ian.
Yes.
Hi, Ian.
Yes. High five. Oh hi. Oh,
Sorry,
who's this?
this is
Who's this?
Ian.
Oh, Ian. Hi, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's one time when I wanted to paint my bumper or whatever not. Ingat tak, after my RX-8 Day 2019, I decided, you know what? If I do one piece, it's gonna be shit. So I'm going to paint the whole car, and I did, and that looks better.
Yeah, it's all about
Why
the
don't you try
workmanship,
different
actually.
color?
Yeah.
Next.
It's all
I
about the
chose a darker shade lah. Is it okay
So-
kalau nak beli RX-8 Auto? I mean, how
this,
many?
this
Oh,
was
this is
the
same thing.
earlier question, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was saying,
Yeah,
right, a painted car goes well under light. You know, unless you use one of those, color changing pearlescent colors for wrap, different story. But a wrap, typically, it either looks flat, it has gloss, it has metallic, it has whatever. But to me, yes, it's good. But you kind of know a car when it's wrapped, you know, and then you
Yeah.
feel somewhat different. You can feel excited for the first time. But overall, to some people like myself, I feel like I prefer painted because the texture when you wash the car is different. You know, you can feel the
That's
texture.
quick question from Daniel here. I don't know
Yeah.
why it's not appearing on our feed, but I see on my phone. Danish Isaac. Well, is it worth it if I change to RX-8 since I'm currently using Civic FD, as I will be using it for my daily drive to work and so on? Is it recommended to make it a main car or just a second or third car? Joe.
Okay, so I would
RX-8,
say
second car at
that.
least.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Anybody can answer this.
Gang H nak convert to Mazda ni. Gang H nak convert to Mazda.
Budak hate
Please.
Oh no.
Hey, I give
Tailing
my
my car.
I give
Okay,
small
so-
input lah. Like
So okay,
my
small input
opinion-
is this. So my input is this. You keep your FD. Okay, keep your FD. You can buy an RX-8 for a weekend because this car doesn't like jams. It doesn't like heat. Daytime, noon, it doesn't like it. Temperature reach 100, 98, 90, you know, it doesn't do well, you know, and you have to top up engine oil all the time. And then battery, I don't know, this car for some reason runs out of juice quicker, lifespan shorter. So I've used the same battery about near 2 years because I rarely drive the car. So I use a secondary and third car. So best not to lah. But if you ask
Okay,
any
Joe.
Malaysian, yeah, everybody has a second car.
No.
Okay Joe, why don't you meet up dengan Daniel? Bagi dia test drive your car, then we make a video. So
Yeah.
see his reaction macam mana.
All right.
Compare.
Okay,
If
Greg,
you're
remember
willing to-
Greg, remember when you drove the RX-8, see the thirst?
Yeah. Very quickly.
I wasn't joking. When you tekan, it just goes down. The needle just and then suddenly Greg one moment, hey, it's there.
At least dia tekan, aku tak tekan bro.
Uncle driver different.
RX-8, you have to tekan to make it smoother.
you tak
Like the more
tekan,
you
I just
rev,
parking
the
here,
better
bro.
it is.
At
So
least you get to drive. I get to park the car ni.
when the car idles, it makan minyak. You see? So that's why I say I'm gonna turn off my car. Because if not, you see that
But
you're very
kalau-
particular. MM tu you're very particular. I see so much drop that MM.
No,
Right, so
fuel
you get
fuel
frustrated.
fuel consumption auto dengan manual RX-8 different ke sama?
I would say that auto is a bit better because auto cars because it will just change slightly earlier, so it doesn't waste more fuel throughout running through the RPM. Unless you put it to your sports, your pedal, your Tiptronic to S, then after you run, different story. But
Sport
so
mode.
far, I've seen people who drove auto have better mileage than my manual.
Yeah, actually, it depends on your foot lah.
Yeah. Main factor.
You all kaki tekan. That's why.
No,
I mean,
because
no,
we
right,
Joe's car, you kena
go to
tekan.
Penang.
Yeah,
Those
Uh,
Joe's car you kena tekan bro.
if you stay in the middle, right?
If you
feel
drive
like
a rotary,
there's
you know you have to tekan. If someone
Yeah.
tells you,
Yeah.
"Apa drive rotary tak tekan?" Because
Eh,
9,000
I
9,000
heard the same thing with Skyactiv
Pat,
engines.
I drove Joe's car before. Kalau tak tekan, not above 3 ke 4, dia mati tau engine. Aku dah kena banyak
that
kali.
is cold. That's cold start. If baru cold start, you have to drive it a while above 5,000 RPM. Then after that, the engine's idle enough. Then you won't die. Some cars will die because I changed the compression air ratio, so that's why it dies. Because I want
see.
more. That's why you see all the bursts of flames.
I mean, that's what they all say lah. Even the Skyactiv engine, right? They say, "Oh, direct injection. You need to tekan. You tak tekan, the carbon build up. Then you need
Me
to go
hearing
overhaul your
from a
engine."
piston
Oh
guy
my God.
could be like,
So I mean, like everyone says need to tekan lah. Depends on how you do it lah.
if not, I say my Renault 4 also have to tekan.
Skyactiv tak payah tekan bro. Skyactiv tak payah tekan.
I tekan. It's there.
Guys, that tree. Oh, that Keng Siong KS that is a RX.
RX-8 RX-8.
Joe's
Joe's
RX.
RX-8.
Joe's RX.
Just like it.
So a good drivable speed will be at under 4,000. You save fuel,
Yeah,
and
there's
you still
someone
reach
behind
about
you, Joe.
120 anyway, so it's fine.
Someone behind you. Joe.
Yeah, I know. It's my friend.
Oh.
Oh, kawan.
Wanzu, say hi to the peers.
Hello.
Uh,
Your car wants the IPMRT?
when talking about fuel consumption, right?
Because you
Talking about fuel
throttle.
consumption, if you
When you start, you cannot
guys
throttle the
like-
I
car.
don't believe Ali. I don't believe Ali.
Alah,
Ali,
Ali
your car
200
brake pun tak
goyang
ada.
tau.
kaki goyang.
Asalkan tak goyang 160 ya.
200 goyang.
Bro.
200 goyang.
On the way to
You must do the
Snack
hand
lah.
like that, like tak goyang. bro.
Ali tak brake pun goyang bro.
His car tak ada brake one lah. He where got tekan brake one.
No,
Yeah.
he used steering wheel to slow down.
Glenn Ong says drive RS8 leg confirm Ichi how to save fuel, correct?
Yes.
You need to rev the rotary. You need to.
Yeah.
So buy an
No,
MPS.
I mean like
Correct.
MPS has low torque turbo.
I find it funny when people like talking about sports car, right? Then suddenly talk about fuel consumption. I literally cannot like. Imagine you like
Okay,
owning a
a Chiron.
Okay,
A
if you
Chiron.
want a-
What's the
if you want a
consumption of
sports
the
car
Chiron?
that-
consumption.
That is
44
a good.
liter per 100
They have-
kilometer. A Chiron has 44 liter per 100 kilometer. Can you imagine? That's bizarre. That's strange.
Yeah,
You
that's
want a
like-
sports car with better fuel consumption, the MX-5. Sports car with good.
Mazda 2 lah, Mazda 2. Mazda
Power
2,
to weight ratio,
1.9,
Kelvin.
40 liters can go to 1000 km. Yeah.
No worries, man. Hope we answer your
No
question,
worries,
Dennis. If you have
Dennis.
any other
Keep
questions, just
Pacific.
ask
the
away.
speed.
If you
That's fine.
if
No
you want to
problem.
meet Joe, you just DM him. He's willing to
Yeah,
meet you.
man. No problem.
Yes.
Alright, so
If you have any other questions, Dennis, no worries. At the meantime, we can always continue with this live chat. Kan?
yeah.
So what else
so
you
we
wanna
come
talk
to
about?
our last topic, just a quick one from all of us. Should Mazda revive the Mazda Speed arm or like a
Yes.
tuning arm or like a motorsports?
Yes.
Of course.
That's the identity.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That is
I
the
think,
motorsport heritage.
If
Macam mana
there's
nak
no
lawan
one
Toyota sekarang
trying to,
GR
you know,
GR Racing.
Yeah. Okay,
Dulu
let's
ada
look at it.
TRD, now GR
Toyota has
Racing.
GR. Toyota
Yeah.
has GR.
Last time ada
Honda
TRD,
has
now
the
GR
Type
Racing.
R.
Yeah, yeah.
What else?
Okay, so like
Nissan
Nissan
has that.
Nissan has Nismo.
Nismo.
Nissan has
Nismo.
Nismo. Toyota has Gazoo Racing. Honda
I
has
think we
Civic.
can do something,
Lexus has
you know,
the
guys.
F.
Guys, I think we can do something.
yeah,
Since
F.
we have a group, right, and we have a lot of fan base, right, we can do something for them, you know.
Yeah,
One day,
What do
like
you
after
suggest?
the lockdown, or you know, even now you can do some planning, visit like HQ in Japan, right? You know,
Wow.
email or visit when possible. We go
Yeah.
and like make it work, make it happen.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
will
someone
do
have
it.
to,
Event.
someone have to do it. You know, if we don't do it right, who else is going to do it?
Yeah, we are going to do it.
Tak nak pergi kilang kulim dulu ke?
So we go to HQ direct lah, bro.
Oh nak
HQ
pergi
straight.
Japan terus. Wah.
Oh, we're going to
Okay,
Japan.
okay.
We're going to Japan.
Claim is
Of course
Burmas.
lah. I mean, like if we don't go there, right, it's considered like we don't respect them. So if we don't respect them, they won't respect us, kind of thing. So they won't do it. We need to show we are serious, you know.
Yeah, man. And I think we vote that we will find a way to get maybe we do a competition one day ke, kan, when this all blows over, this
Oh.
COVID thing, and then we all
choose
go as a
one
team.
one winner lah yang can follow us to Japan.
One winner.
Gitu.
Go to
Yeah.
Japan.
We can build up something lah, like a like a journey.
Yes.
Road to
Right.
Something to discuss.
Mazda Sports Arm Revival.
Something to ponder on. Maybe for next round we can talk about this Mazda Speed Revival. We do a poll on Instagram and see what our followers say. Should it be revived or not? Oh my god.
We can collect more data lah. That one, no problem.
Yeah, man, that'll be a good idea.
All right. Okay, so we reached 1 hour already.
So if you
Okay,
guys have any
yeah.
other questions next time, so Noah is anything to do with Miata, you can ask Noah, right? If you guys interested in
Yes.
NA to ND, and then for myself is RX8. Patrin, he drives a Mazda
Toyota,
2 and he has an experience.
I used to
Toyota.
own a Mazda 2.
Yeah.
Then now the new owner is enjoying it. I still
Yeah.
see the car lah. I still see the car on and off. We'll chat with the owner.
Yeah.
The
Definitely.
new
we'll
owner
get,
also using my old rims.
Aragosta.
and then
bro.
Greg here,
Yeah, man.
he's
Robusta tu.
Turbo Meister in the whole Mazda group. So if you see a grey MPS with a
Top
Spitfire sticker, yeah,
It's very slow. The MPS is slow. It's not fast. So don't you
Right.
please.
Lies, big lies.
Yeah, hope the viewers enjoy our vlogs, our
Yeah.
Our chat,
upgrading, modifications on our cars. So,
But I also open if they have any suggestions that they want us to do. Maybe we can consider something. Correct? Right?
Actually,
they
Maybe
want
something we've thought
they
about.
want us to review your cars. Semua.
Let's see what you have done to your car. Hi Nabil,
Good job,
you
Nabil.
just bought yourself a Mazda 3 to 2017. Nice.
Congrats,
we
bro.
got a
Congrats.
view from
Congrats.
Canada. Hi Patrick. Hi Nabil.
Ali, winner.
Hello.
sup, guys?
Hey,
from
what's
Canada.
up? What's up,
Yeah.
Patrick?
Hi,
What's
Patrick.
up?
Canada
Nice
gets the
to know.
Mazda 3 Turbo.
Yeah, we have a lot of Canada
Really
friends as well.
Yeah.
So we must like
Actually,
RS Garage.
okay, there's
RS
one guy,
Garage.
there's one
Kevin
guy
Lee.
from Canada that I follow, JJ's Mazda Speed 3. He's on YouTube. He's got very nice videos. He's got very nice MPS.
The
So he's got a big
MPS kan.
following of Mazda Speed 3s in Canada, Ontario.
So Nabil, just to be clear, you can go to RS Garage. They're open also after 16. So most workshops are closed. So you can go to RS Garage, find IG, and then he'll be there. No worries.
Just get an appointment lah.
Oh, Dennis
Dennis,
is
yeah.
Nishki.
I
He
see.
photo
Hey,
dia
no bad. Yeah,
photographer.
sure.
He photo shoot my car before.
Everything in the car is done, right? The upholstery, the rims, BBK, tires, all done.
Noah. For the
Yeah.
next
Noah.
session, right? For this session, we're supposed to invite some guests, right? But maybe we do it for the next session lah.
Yeah.
We invite a
Yeah,
guest
this
to
session
join
macam
us.
too short notice.
Yeah.
Like 1 weekend.
Okay.
Then
So
right.
maybe we can announce like now when would the next one be? At least they can prepare to block their time.
I could try and ask Bang to join us, or if you have any suggestion besides Bang.
Nah, any lah.
Apa
I mean
lagi?
like
Nas
No,
Abdullah.
you can ask Nas. You can ask Nas.
I mean everything is online anyway, right? From anywhere,
Yes.
anytime. Yeah.
It'd be nice to have Nas Abdullah on the show. If you guys want it, yeah, we'll call him.
Greg tak
So, what's the
ada
time?
ni,
What's the time? So, topic,
Brunei.
no?
Oh yeah, maybe we can ask people from Brunei.
Grab.
We can invite Brunei automotive scene
I want to get the
representative.
Stinger guys, the Bruneian Stinger crew. I want to get one of them to.
What about the Supra guy?
Yeah, I can talk to
What about the
Jason.
Mazda
probably.
guy?
The
No,
Mazda
What about
guy.
the
I'm not really
RX-7
that close to the
guy?
Mazda guys in Brunei, but I know the Stinger guys and the Supra fellas.
Coilovers.
I
Aragosta,
would
bro.
say BTBR, done deal.
Yeah, BC Racing.
Aragosta.
Also BC Racing.
Ini Justin
Aragosta.
Mazda tu kan? Justin Mazda tu
Aragosta.
kan?
Yes, Aragosta is the best.
Yes.
No turning back. Olins, Aragosta.
All right, RS Garage. Yeah. The guy's name is Calvin. You just call him Lee, Boss Lee.
Yeah, he's
Friendly
on
guy.
commenting. He's on commenting there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the one
he-
commenting there.
He's going to buy us
he's
lunch
using
when
two
everything
accounts.
is okay.
Yeah, now Lee, you have to buy us lunch, huh? But it's a friendly service. I think he'll do his best to look into your car. There'll be 3-4 people looking in your car trying to sort things out. So no worries.
Yeah, I sent my car to RS Garage for service anyway.
So you got a slow M3 2015 2-liter, but love it. All show, no go.
No go.
He
Well,
looks
you can
fast,
always tune it up.
but, you know, like,
No, I mean,
I guess
like,
there's a lot of mods to go about to do a Mazda 3. There's a lot of people here in this parts of Asia that tune up that car really sick, so it's very nice the way
No,
most of our
check out-
members did up the car.
so we've got the Mazda 3 Nation guys here, MZ3 Nation, and the Thailand guys, RevNation.th. They've got awesomely beautiful Mazda 3s. Check
Amazing
it out.
car.
Right.
Yep.
Patrick, you can share your car photos to our Instagram so we can post it out. You can share your photos.
Yes, KS car is he done up his Mazda 3 and it's really fast. There's one time he just traveled 205 kilometers an hour and he went berserk.
slow.
So-called slow. So-called slow.
Hypothetically.
They all say slow, but the real slow is me.
Siapa ni? Greg. You check out Mazda 3 Nation.
All right, I think, yeah.
All right, we come to a close.
So that's
Check out Mata Payung,
Yeah, man.
Payung.
Payung, huh?
Payung.
I don't see the MZ3
So
Nation
maybe
guys.
good
next
session
session
today.
we invite somebody from next session.
RS Garage.
RS Garage pula.
Yeah. Good,
You got 2 points, bro. Laugh. And then Kelvin go this one. I kacau them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
good,
3
good.
phones.
We got company. We got a friend here, so it's okay. Interesting.
But if you guys want any garage things, requirements, just inquire RS. Anything to do with RX8, just ask myself. Miatas, Noah, and then if anything turbo related, you can ask Greg, Petrin. He's all about the car scene. So if anything, you guys can always ask any one of us.
All right.
So thanks for viewing us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us in
Thanks a
this.
lot for being on the
Run
show,
chat.
on this live
Yeah, it's a good
video.
catch up. Good catch up.
Yeah,
man.
It's been a while.
So
man.
the next one is next week. Can we say it's next week?
Sure. If you guys want it next week, we'll do it next week.
So
But
next
we
week,
make it on Saturday. Like,
Saturday,
you-
yes, 17th,
yeah.
17th of
Saturday.
July. So it's
Saturday night.
717.
717.
Yeah, I mean like 7 is July, then 17 is 717. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Just a reminder: 7/7 was RX7 day, but it was 2 days ago. To those guys who have RX7s, happy belated
Happy 7th day.
Yeah. All right. See you guys next week.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks for
guys.
Hope you guys enjoy. Right.
Yes.
Take care. Good night.
Take care.
Take
Bye,
care.
guys.
All right, good night. Ciao, guys.
Ciao.
Enjoy the videos.
Yep.